This is not fake on my end. Okay, like I said, I got 4 kids. You know, we trying to make it out here. Ain't nobody scamming nobody. I don't know who has time to scam anyway. You want money, do it the right way. Why do you have to do it so bad? Like, I don't understand what people get out of, faking and selling things that is not real. That sounds like, you're not a good person. And the only thing you should be in this world is a good person. Only thing you should be in this world is a good person. I don't understand why you have to be something else. What do you get out of that? Because a lot of things is going to turn right back around. It's going to circle right back to you. So do you really want to live in that type of risk every day? That's insane, you guys. So since I'm talking about Derek Jackson, let me start off with him. Because this guy really, I want to play a clip for you. This guy really has lost his damn mind.
Everything that you lose ain't a loss, and that applies here. Secondly, I get it. It's like, well, she's taking everything I invested into him. No, she ain't. She about to take everything he was using to stress you out while blaming it on you. She just don't know it yet. And it seems like he's able to give her, all of these different fruits of your labor, all of this good treatment, this money, whatever. He was only able to do that because he was giving you the rest of him. He was giving her the best while giving you the rest. Now that she's in your spot, he about to give her the rest. He's about to give her all of that depression he was projecting onto you because he don't need no therapist. That's what she about to get. That's all she's taking from you. She's taking his criticism whenever his money get low. She's about to take on all of that neglect, those excuses, how little that he was willing to help you around the house. But whenever he took out the trash once a week, he wanted to be treated like a king. That's what she about to get. She just don't know it yet. Everything that he was blaming on you, she about to realize you were not the problem. And on top of that, she's no longer the new toy. And he still needs that spot filled. Now that she's taking on yours, he still needs that spot filled, because we're not talking about a guy that made his mistakes. He did his wrong, but he wants to make it right. He's repentant. No, we're talking about a guy that stepped out, moved out, and he don't see nothing wrong with it. Man, what that girl took from you was a blessing to you. You need to be thanking her, and somebody need to be praying for her, because she next.
I'm sorry. That was funny. You know why it's funny? Because he's actually describing himself. He's describing himself, and he is like, really, come on. People really believe that video went viral. I can't believe people are falling for these things. This is fake. All right. He's describing himself. If you are new here, please get the likes up. If you haven't already, thank you so much for being here. Also, the people who are new, please subscribe to my channel. If you are on Facebook, please follow as well. Thank you so much. Yes, you guys, he is describing himself. All right. I'm going to break this video down just a little bit. So let me replay it.
And that applies here. Secondly, I get it. It's like, well, she's taking everything I invested into him. No, she ain't. She about to take everything he was using to stress you out.
So instead of, okay, obviously we know there's good and bad, right? But instead of, you should help the man, because right now he's dogging men right now. He's saying those guys are just, you're helping them, but they're going to stress you out and all these type of things. How about you give suggestions on how to help men like that? What are these men doing? These bad guys that he's talking about. How can we get him? How do we get them not to do stuff like this? So instead of bashing them and say, hey, yeah, you're gonna waste your time and you're gonna sit here and help the wrong type of person, and he's gonna leave you for another woman. What? How about you just give more insight on, okay, let's figure out how do we get through this? Because that's not it.
I blame it on you. She just don't know it yet. And it seems like he's able to give her, all of these different fruits of your labor, all of this good treatment, this money, whatever. He was only able to do that because he was giving you the rest of him. He was giving her the best while giving you the rest. Now that
it's not that he's giving you the rest. He's giving you all of him. You understand? He's giving you all of him. People show you who they are from the beginning. So it's not the rest. It ain't the little. It's the whole entire picture. The whole entire picture. So that's why the vetting process is so important. So important. you can wean out a lot of bad seeds. I don't even say it like that. Bad people, okay? Bad people. You could wean them out. You could wean them out. Really, that's crazy. Yes, let me get through the chat. Good evening, Sister Dia. Hey, what's up? Thanks for being here. Hi, how are you? Thanks for being here. Peace, Diane family. What's up? When simping goes wrong. So is this the definition of a simp? It's so many type of simp. So this guy is a simp. This is what you guys call a simp, right? This guy is giving you a whole bunch of fantasy words. A whole bunch of fantasy words.
She's in your spot, he about to give her the rest. He's about to give her all of that depression he was projecting onto you because he don't need no therapist. That's what she about to get. That's all she's taking from you. She's taking his criticism whenever his money get low. She's about to take on all of that neglect, those excuses, how little that he was willing to help you around the house. But whenever he took out the trash once a week, he wanted to be treated like a king.
You know, this video is so annoying. He's talking about a guy taking out the trash and all this stuff once a week. I mean, a real man that decides to, you know, take that role onto taking the trash out, right? Okay, that's mostly a guy's role. So the guys that wanted to sit here and do that, I mean, they're going to do it more than that. Why are you making it seem like the trash? Women complain about the stupidest things. You see how he's saying, yeah, you women are complaining about men taking out the trash once a week. How about you just get to the root of it? Because these women that's complaining about stuff like that, I'm going to tell you on my page, it's nonsense. You understand? It's nonsense. A guy that sits here and take out trash, right? That's quote unquote their role, their job, right? All right. So let it be that person's job. Don't complain and make all of these excuses for a reason for her to get upset. You need to help the woman understand, hey, even if he takes the trash out and it's not consistent, there's still a way to go about it. You still have to be respectful, right? You don't act like the person that you're looking at. You still have to hold a level of respect. How about you teach women that, all right? And then teach the man to be consistent. All right, now he's just saying, yeah, let him be like that. And you get upset. No.
That's what she about to get. She just don't know it yet. Everything that he was blaming on you, she about to realize you were not the problem. And on top of that, she's no longer the new toy. And he still needs that spot filled. Now that she's taking on yours, he still needs that spot filled, because we're not talking about a guy that made his mistakes. He did his wrong, but he wants to make it right. He's repentant. No, we're talking about a guy that stepped out, moved out, and he don't see nothing wrong with it. Man, what that girl took from you was a...
Isn't that him stepped out and he not coming back? Isn't that you, Mr. Derek Jackson? And you're saying, okay, like that's okay. Like I said, we have to come up with resolutions. You're doing the exact same thing you're telling this woman that she's going to get into for men like that. He's warning women for men like himself. Why don't you sit here and let her know who you are? Why does it have to be hidden? Why does it have to be hidden? Why does it have to be like, yeah, I'm going to scam you? I mean, you married someone and then you married a religious person who is all into the Bible, and you can't give her the benefit of the doubt or just have her, some type of respect. You have kids with this lady. So you're disrespecting her just as much as the guy that you're preaching about is disrespecting these women. So how about, like I said, you teach them how to vet better. This video is nonsense, you guys. I'm going to do another series on him because there's so much more. I'm actually waiting for more details, to be honest with you. I don't want to continue to talk too much about him and all of this stuff is coming out. I'm just letting you know, for the women who thought he was cool, he's a scam. This video shows you right there. He's a scam. He's talking about himself, okay? And I suggest, you guys stop watching that type of nonsense. According to guys, he's saying guys are not like that. They're not like that. Men are going to tell you the real. They're going to tell you how they are, what they feel, what they like. This is false reality at its best, okay? So if you're watching this guy, stop it. Don't do it. Don't watch him. But like I said, I am going to do a whole live on this clown. All right, I'm gonna do a whole live, but I'm waiting for all them details to come in because there's so much more to come. They just announced the divorce, the filing. All right, that was like 2 days ago. So, like I said, there's so much more details to talk about him, and I want to dig deep into it because this type of scam is ridiculous. All right, it's ridiculous. Now, the other person that you've seen on my thumbnail was, let me talk about TJ Holmes. Let me talk about TJ Holmes and that scandal. All right. So let me get into that. So you see this? Look at these pictures. I just want y'all to take a look at this. Do y'all see this? This is like they're just openly just doing it. They're just openly just doing it with no like, okay, they're into it. They're into it. And what I have to say about that is, how many of y'all really have these work husbands and work wives? Is this really a thing? Let me get into some of the chat. Many called, few chosen. Hey, sis. It sounds like he's giving game to naive women about those specific kind of men to look out for. I'm sorry, this is about Derek Jackson. Yes, he definitely is. Like I said, there's going to be a part 2 to this live coming up, so stay tuned for that. He's a certified simp. Hey, Coco. Hey. He's running in the Simp Olympics. All you guys are saying, hey, James, he's a simp. Oh, gosh. What's up, Scam Likely? Dust. Okay. He isn't loyal. Definitely not. Hi, Miss D. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much. Yes, he is trifling. All right. So this right here. I mean, are you guys really into work husbands and work wives? Why is this so much a thing? This work husband work wives has been part of a while. Like, people really do this, and my thing is, why are we sitting here partaking into something so negative? The only wife and husband you should have is the one at your house. If you got problems, then work on them. Don't sit here and tag other people along just to satisfy you. The only person that should be satisfying you is your spouse. There's no need to cling on to somebody else because you may not be getting what you should be getting in your relationship. And that's a problem that I see with a couple like this. And whoever is doing it, why do that? And then later on, you decide to get a divorce. All the energy you put into somebody else at your job, you could have put all that energy into your spouse. So are you really in it for the right reasons? Why are we partaking into the nonsense? I've been hearing this for a while. Okay. I haven't been working for a while because I've been having children or whatnot, right? I've been a stay-at-home mom. But even me being a stay-at-home mom, I've been hearing nonsense. People complaining about their own house. They don't want to come home. They don't want to come home. They don't want to face, the issues in their relationship. All right. Even when I was working, it was the same damn thing. And I'm trying to understand, why don't you want to fix your relationship? Before I started being a wife coach, I used to hear these issues. Before I became a wife, I used to hear these issues. And I used to try to help people back then. And I wasn't even a damn wife yet. Why don't you fix that? Oh, the excuse is, oh, they don't want to go to counseling. They don't want to do this. You don't have to go to counseling to fix issues. You don't have to go to counseling. It does take teamwork. It does take teamwork all the way. All right. James says, work wives, husbands be having a whole relationship outside of their relationship at home. Exactly. You guys don't want to go home. All right. Why? I'm saying why. I know why. But why? How about y'all admit it to yourselves? Whoever is watching this or whoever you know that's doing this, why? Is it that bad where you can't fix your own relationship? Okay, that means if it's that bad, that's what you fix. You ever studied for a test and you like, damn, I got to get my grade up. I have a C, but in order for me to get this degree, whoever have a degree in here, in order for me to get this degree, I have to maintain a B+ average. B+ average. Ain't nobody trying to study. Nobody likes studying. And if you do, kudos to you. Okay? But nobody really likes studying. Nobody likes to put in work like that when it comes to school because it's annoying, right? It's annoying. But in order to maintain your B+ average, what are you going to do? You're going to sit here and not work and do the things you have to do and blah, I'm going to come home and I'm not going to study, right? I'm going to watch Power or, all those shows that's on TV. No, you're going to sit here and do what you have to do. Why? Because you spent money on it, right? So in order for you to graduate and get the things that you want to elevate, you're going to put in your work. Why aren't people looking at their relationships like that? And that's the issue that I have. I don't understand it. You get into a relationship to only make it fail. It takes two. I'm not blaming one specific person. I'm saying that it takes two people to get things together, to get things moving. Some people need more motivation than others. So if you coming home with a stink ass attitude, how the hell you think he gonna sit here and be like, yeah, we gotta work on things, right? Yeah, we gonna do it for the family. But you come in there with an attitude, he ain't gonna say nothing to you. He's gonna get you like, girl, please. I'm gonna go get my work wife because my work wife know how to respect me. You understand what I'm saying? In order to change or to help someone change, you have to be the change you want to see. That has been floating around for years. You have to be the change you want to see. You do. So if you want something to change, show that person what that looks like. And then do it consistently. Not just, oh, I did it for the first couple of days, girl, and he ain't even budge, right? Who changes that fast? No one changes overnight. And that's that false reality Derek Jackson be talking about. People's feelings change. They sure do. People's feelings change. It does not have to be all negative on why the feelings are changing, but people's feelings do change. All right. But like I was saying, you still have to show and be an example, be positive. Just because one person is negative, don't mean you are negative. All right. That's not how that works. It doesn't work like that. So if someone you feel is quote unquote toxic, and I'm saying that you vetted them properly, because there are toxic people and they not changing, but those are the ones who should not be getting married, right? So I'm assuming that you vetted properly, because if not, that's your fault. You have to vet properly, because a scammer is not going to be a scammer forever. There's certain things you have to do. There's certain things you have to ask. You have to meet the family. And I'm talking about the entire family, even the ones you don't talk to, because some of these people, they would tell you right then and there, I don't know if he's ready for marriage, or I don't know if she's ready for marriage, because back in the day, and they'll tell you all these goddamn stories, even though it could be a false too, but at least you're given a little bit of insight. And then you fact check it. You understand? You have to do the vetting process long and drawn out, because you don't want to get into a situation where you're really with a toxic person because of their trauma. And unfortunately, some of those people don't change. They're so jacked up, right? And that goes back to the mental illness. If you guys been watching my live, I talk a lot about mental health. I'm sorry, mental health. There's people who really go through things. But since you're in the marriage, right? You ain't vet like you were supposed to. Does not mean that you cannot try to help. If you're the more sane person, be the person to help change it. So when you come home, even though you're ticked off, you can't have two ticked off people. You can't. It doesn't work like that. You be the bigger person. If you got to be the bigger person for a couple months, then goddamn be the bigger person for a couple months, because it's worth it. Just like the grade that I was talking about. You got to maintain a B+ average for your degree, right? All right. You got to do the work, right? All right. You don't want to do the work, but you have to do the work. It's a big difference. Look at it the same way. Look at it the same way. Make sure that you are the change. So you come home with a positive attitude. Be the light that's not there. Because y'all homes be dark as hell. Dark as hell, don't even like each other. All this drama, complaining and all this stuff. Or people not even, being very dismissive. They don't want to talk. It's dark. Be the light in your own home. All right? Show the difference. You come in there being positive as hell, even though you might not be in a good mood. Do that for a couple months. And then I want to hear you tell me that didn't work. Of course it's going to work. All right? It's going to work. Try it. Don't be so negative in your life. Many called, few chosen says, only people who don't take covenant seriously fall into these situations. Exactly. You guys are getting married for the wrong reasons, but you expect a positive outcome. How does that work? How does that work? That's like going to the ice cream shop. You get your favorite damn dessert, but you have no damn money. How does that work? How does that work? You have no money to get your favorite ice cream, but you go in there to get some. Wrong reasons. You can't get a damn thing. If they get together, it will not last because you can't gain from doing harm. Very good point. The way you get them, same way you lose them. That does happen for a lot of different people. It does. It happens. If you are new here, please get the likes up and show some love, please. Thank you. And if you are also new here and have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you are on Facebook, do the same. All right. We are here to work some issues out. Unpopular opinion, right? No one wants to talk about this. Y'all want to be uncomfortable. But guess what? Being uncomfortable is the best way to change, you guys. Nothing is going to be comfortable because you want it to be comfortable. Ain't nothing. You know what's uncomfortable? A failed relationship. And you got to, you're living with that person. That's why so many people getting divorces, because they're uncomfortable. But I mean, how are you going to change? Sometimes you need things to come out. You need things to show face. You got to see it. And then you work on it. You don't want stuff hidden all the time. Like this. This couple has been hiding. Been hiding. You want stuff to come to light. You do. That's the only way you're going to work on issues. Nothing is going to be plain day right in your face. Look at them. I mean, who knows what their relationship was like? We don't know because they don't really share that as much. But he was married. That's all I know. She was too. Let's get into the comments. Cheating is fun until you get caught. I mean, look, everybody's been to high school, right? All right. So that thrill, that rush that, some people, I didn't get this when I was younger, but I know people who had a thrill of, I'm going to mess around in my mom's bedroom, in my daddy's bed, and you got a thrill to do that. Whoever in the chat has done something crazy like that, y'all should understand or feel what these people are doing, because y'all wanted that thrill. Oh, my mama not home. Let's get it in before she get home on their bed. Like, what's wrong with y'all? But that's the thrill that these people are getting. Like he said, cheating is fun until you get caught. Yeah, I bet. But it's not worth it. As much as that may be funny, it is not worth it at all. It's not worth it when you get married and you have children. Doing that when you were in high school is one thing. The only responsibility you have is to take care of yourself and your parents' home, right? But what's not fun is when you have your own life. You have your own house. You pay your own bills. Your responsibilities are not only yourself, but your spouse and your children if you have them. It's so much to life. All right. That's not something you want to jack up. You don't. James says exactly. Teamwork makes the dream work. Exactly. I mean, I don't understand. When you decide to have a work wife and work husband, that means that you don't care. You don't care. You rather work it out with a stranger. All right. These people that you are at work with are strangers. You've never seen them before until you got to work. You ain't got no mutual friends on Facebook or nothing. Y'all just met at work, but y'all want to work it out with some strangers? Tell me how that makes sense. It doesn't. Misery Loves Company says, sad thing is we live in a culture where we celebrate failure. If someone says something about it, they are wrong. Let me tell you, my video is going viral still, okay? It's still going viral. And if y'all were on my live last week, it was about Tia Mowry. It was about Tia Mowry. It's cringeworthy. And I did it like that on purpose. But my thing is going viral, and it goes back to this statement. If someone says something, we're the wrong ones. I'm saying, hey, make your relationship work. How is that wrong? I'm not saying, yeah, you guys should stay toxic. Duh. Why would I sit here and promote toxicity? I'm not going to promote that. I'm saying, hey, your marriage is worth sticking around. Yes, for the kids, because they are going to get affected whether you like it or not. They're going to get affected if you leave, and they would get affected. They saying, oh, when they stay, they're going to get affected because they're going to see toxic stuff. Well, why the hell are you showing them that? That stuff should be behind closed doors. None of your kids should be seeing none of that. If you have issues, it's either when they're not home, you send them away to grandma, grandpa house, or whoever, friend's house, for a couple hours, and you talk about your issues. Or you can't send them nowhere because you don't trust nobody. Then when they ask to sleep in, bedtime, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10, whatever, go about your business and handle your stuff. Why nobody wants to do that? I'm not saying staying in no toxic ass relationship. That's silly. I'm saying go work it out. My video is going crazy right now. And the comments on there are like ridiculous. All right. When you guys get off this live, please check out that video. You'll see it's one of my shorts. I put it to the top of the damn page. Look at the nonsense. People are crazy. Many called, few chosen says, it reminds me of Jungle Fever. He was curious, cheated, and went back to his wife in the end. Wow, yeah, very curious, very curious. All right, they was having an entire relationship. The marriage will likely struggle, but it's not worth it. Better to be single than drag people in your mess. It's too late. It's too late because she's already in the mess. Too late. His wife been in the mess when he started messing with that lady from the jump. It's too late. Now, it's up to her if she wants to stay and deal with it, right? Can she handle her man has stepped out and had a full-blown relationship with somebody else? That's up to her. What I don't promote is when people stay into abusive relationships, mentally and physically. All right? And I'm talking about they're like constantly doing it over and over and over. They had counseling and they still doing it over and over, meaning they don't want to change. They just want to mentally and physically abuse you, your whole entire, situation that you got going on. And then it becomes violent. No, that's the life-threatening stuff I'm talking about. But people are not even putting in the work to fix that. They're just saying, yeah, I don't like how you talk to me. And then they just argue. That's not how you fix a toxic relationship. You guys both have to go to individual counseling to work out the traumas, because what's causing that is trauma. That's not because they want to do it. That's not because they want to do it. It's because of things that's been happening in their life and they have nothing else to do. They're like bored with themselves and they want to cause chaos. That's trauma. So you have to work on the trauma. That's why I say before anyone gets into a marriage, you have to learn about mental health. You have to, because even if the person works out their trauma, there's still things that you're going to go through in life as an adult. What if you lose your job or lose something valuable, and you're like, I can't maintain myself. So learning about mental health is not just to prevent divorce. It's for a lot of reasons. It's a self-care. And then it's to learn more about it so you can help somebody. All right. Some people cause drama because they have trauma, period. So you try to work that out. All right. But if someone is physically hitting you and stuff like that, and that's not getting better, definitely you gotta go. Gotta go. Just because you get married doesn't mean you're not going to like other people. Oh, here you go. Who else in here saying this? Here you go. So you're in a relationship and you might like other people. Okay. But if you agreed to live that monogamous lifestyle, God damn it, you better live it, because now you're living in a lie, and that is not fair to the other person. It's not fair to the other person. All right. If you're a guy, or it depends on your situation, you have to be upfront with women. Now, if you're a guy and you're agreeing to live in a monogamous relationship and you're like, yeah, doesn't mean you're going to like other people, and you're able to, hold off and, do it for your family and not partake into that, cool. That doesn't mean you have to, go forward and have, situations with other women. You may be able to hold yourself. All right. That does not mean I like somebody else, so let me go do what TJ Holmes is doing. Especially if you decided not to do that and you don't want to, you don't want to ruin things, especially if you have a good person. It's up to you. But I think, like I said, these things have to be talked about. Everybody should start to become honest. Miss D says adultery is serious. Families and children destroyed, careers destroyed, reputation destroyed. Exactly. This scandal right here definitely kind of ruined their reputation big time. And they're on TV. So I don't know, not saying that people on TV can't get into scandals, but was it worth it? Is your money, because your reputation is about, for them especially, is about your money. So is your money worth losing over this chick right here? That's what we're doing? Is it really worth losing that? That makes no sense, you guys. It makes no sense. If it's not worth losing, don't do it. You really have to think about it. Even if Shorty is cute at the job, I'm saying you guys got to be serious. All right. You have to be honest, number one, but you have to be serious. It is not worth losing. It's not worth losing. We got to do better here. Many call few chosen. People get divorced because they move in their feeling and not on the bigger picture of what they signed up for. This comment right here, people are moving into their feelings. They're like, oh, I feel this way. I feel that way. And this is making me feel this way. Like, what is the bigger picture here, right? So the bigger picture obviously is marriage. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about marriage. If you signed that dotted line and you said, I do, that is the bigger picture. Whatever you guys agreed upon is the bigger picture, not that little stuff. Y'all got to fix the little stuff. Did I read the rest? Okay, people will leave a marriage faster than the job. Shaking my damn head. They will leave. That's what I'm saying. Y'all taking y'all degrees seriously. Y'all taking, well, this guy ain't taking his job seriously, but most of y'all taking y'all job seriously, but y'all not taking y'all marriage seriously. You really can't get along with him or her that goddamn bad. If you are new here, please get the likes up. Get the likes up if you haven't already. I know you guys see my question when you got in here, but I hope you hit that like button. And please subscribe to my channel. I am going live almost every day this week, y'all. I'm getting it in this week. All right, I'm getting it in this week. So please, you do not want to miss. I will be live, and I will be on live with other collabs. If you have been seeing me, I've been going in this week, y'all. James says, we're human, we get horny. Yeah. Okay. Well, y'all better be looking at the bigger picture. Is it worth it? Do you have a good woman at home? All right. Look at all that type of stuff. And women too. It's not just about men messing around, obviously. We have her cheating as well. All right. Women cheat too. So just because you have the urge to sit here and mess around don't mean you go ahead and do it. You better take out them damn toys. If I mean, people are not cheating just because the woman or man is not doing it right in the bedroom. That's not the only reason why people cheat. That's something that needs to be worked out, though. If the woman or the man is not doing what you want them to do, or you're not being satisfied in that regard, you have to work it out. There are sexologists available for hire. All right. If you didn't know, there are sexologists available. There are so many tips and tricks. Y'all was on my live last week, Saturday. I had a sex educator here, and she was dropping bombs, okay? Make sure you guys go check that out. Sexy Saturdays. I had someone on here talking about sex. I try to do it every Saturday anyway. So if you're not working on that, that's easy. That's pleasure. If you're not working on that, something is wrong. Y'all got to work that out. Hi, Mo. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much. Mo says, yes, that's how I found your channel, because of that video. Oh, girl, yes. That video is going bananas. I'm so glad that you understood what I was saying, and I'm so glad that you are here today. I'm glad you got the bigger picture of what I was actually saying. I am not a person to sit here and promoting someone to not be happy. Of course not. Why would I promote someone not to be happy? I'm saying for her, that's the wrong approach. That is not how divorce should be looked at. Yes, divorce is a relief, right? You're relieved of things. But to sit around and prounce around and I'm gonna be happy as hell and showing your kids that you're happy for leaving their daddy, how does that make sense? I don't get that. So I'm glad you understood that. Thanks so much, Mo, for being here. Christopher Lynn, thank you for being here as well. Thanks for your comment. Don't make a marriage commitment if you're planning on being monogamous. Otherwise, you're bringing a world of hurt down on both of you. Exactly. I like that you made that comment. Exactly. You guys have to be upfront from the beginning. You got swingers, you got open relationships, you got polygamy, all of this stuff. How you getting married and y'all ain't talk about that? That's important, because if you decide to live in those other lifestyles, by all means, do what you do. Nobody's stopping you. But when you're saying I do, you're saying I do to a certain type of life. So the fact that you want to go outside of that life, that's not fair to the other person. Men and women must be honest. You must think about, what do I actually want before I get married? Because the divorce rate is too high and the kids are being affected big time. Big time. I don't want to hear nobody say kids will get over it. I don't want to hear that. Yes, we could get over it, right? Yes, we could still have a prosperous life, all right? We can, but why? Because now it's making it complicated. Like myself, I've been saying on this channel, I come from a family of divorce. I was the kid, all right? I was 10. I'm not 10 anymore. Yes, I did grow up, but I had things to work on. I don't blame the person that, let's say, my dad decided to marry. I don't blame that person. That person was brought into my life because of things that my parents decided not to do. All right. I'm not blaming anything. I'm blaming, hey, kids, y'all really have worked it out, because this is what I had to deal with as an adult. Yes, kids are affected, and we're affected in different ways. All right. There was a live I was on. His name is Hank. I'm going to try to get his page and drop it in the chat. We had a discussion about this. When I find it, I'm going to put it in the chat. We had a discussion about blended families. Everybody has a different effect, but it's an effect though. So don't discredit that kids don't get affected. They do. So you have to look at the bigger picture. It does not make a marriage commitment unless you're planning on being monogamous. Otherwise, she'll bring a word of hurt down and both of you and your spouse. Exactly. Many Call Few Children says, do we know the thoughts of their spouse? I'm asking because people in the full-blown open relationship and don't tell people, avoid their criticism on how they navigate their marriages and relationships. No, exactly. I am doing a part 2 and a part 3 on this entire series. All right. We got Derek Jackson, Corey Hardrick, and TJ Holmes. We got 3 men with different stories. I must break it down. I'm doing a part 3 will be TJ Holmes. Today we talking about Corey Hardrick. So stick around. We are just getting started, okay? We are just getting started. I just wanted to make sure you guys are aware of these issues. But today is about Corey Hardrick. We were talking about Tia Mowry, but we're going to get into Corey Hardrick today because that man's voice is not being heard. They just looking at Tia only. Tia only. What about him? Did we look at him? And he's not even posting nothing about none of that nonsense because he's a mature adult. Don't get married or practice monogamy if you don't have self-control. Know thyself and save others from a life of hell and confusion. Yes, Many Call Few Chosen. Exactly. You guys, we are just getting started. All right. We are talking about Corey Hardrick today. All right. How do I listen? So let's see. Mo, yes, I understood, and I would have been so embarrassed if my mom carried on like that. And I'm grown. Shout out to you, Mo. I'm so glad you understand that. I don't get how people don't understand it, but see, they got into their feelings. They see a lot of those people on that post have been divorced, and they're like, "Shoot, I was divorced and I was happy as hell." Like, okay, I'm saying stop being so goddamn happy. Like I said what I said. All right. Hi, Christopher Sterling. Thanks for being here. Awesome content. Thank you so much. Like I said, I am just getting started. We are getting into the meat of this video. This is going to be a part 1. Part 1 is Corey Hardrick, the guy in the middle of the thumbnail, you guys. The guy in the middle, if you have not heard. All right, so let's get into that. All right, bear with me, y'all. Let's see. We're gonna get into it because this is ridiculous how they're acting. Or I should say how she's acting. All right. This is not how we want how we want marriage to be looked at. We don't want it to be looked at as for play. Like that's what I see when I see people prancing around acting like shit is cool after a divorce. Ain't no damn way you're not upset right now that your 14-year marriage has failed. I don't care how much of a toxic that's what she wants to she's not even saying that. People are saying that he's toxic. But I don't care how much it is, you still don't walk around being happy like that. That's false reality. And that's what I'm trying to stop or trying to make aware of. That's false reality. And for the people who are watching this and they have never been married, you guys know that's not how it works. And the people who actually get married and they're happy after that, they are still living in false reality as well. They're in denial. That's not happiness. And whoever feel that's happiness, please put it in the chat. Because I wanna understand you. And it's okay. We're here to talk about the common issues. That's all we're doing. We're not bashing nobody. I'm saying as a child that came from a divorce, I'm telling you how I looked at it because I lived it and I'm still living it. Okay, I'm still living it. I'm sorry if you guys see me looking in different directions. I am getting my videos ready to drop. All right, today was a busy day. Like I said, if y'all don't know, I got 4 kids, so I'm trying to get it together. My kids are sleeping right now. All right. If you are new here, I see some new faces. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, please disregard my eyes looking cockeyed, y'all. All right. But yeah, what you see is not the way you should think after a divorce. And people are like, oh, you can't tell nobody how they supposed to think. If I can't tell you how you're supposed to think when it comes to something bad, then that's a that's bad. Divorce is bad. So if I'm saying, hey, don't be happy over an F on a test, and you're telling me I can't tell you that you can't do that, yes, the hell I can. And if someone is not being real with you, I'm going to be real with you. That's crazy. Be relieved. Don't be happy like that. That's crazy. What's up, Bruiser? How are you doing? I mean, you guys, come on. How I can't. So if you was in a classroom and you got a goddamn F and she's like, all right, Mr. Jones, you got to do better. Okay. And then you're like, nah, I'm gonna be happy about that. Or she see you laughing and joking with your friends and she just handed you an F. She gonna look at you like you crazy. All right. I could say, hey, yeah, you shouldn't be happy about that. Unless it's a life-threatening situation, yeah, you're gonna be happy as hell, right? But if it ain't about that, nah, hell nah. Y'all gotta get better on that. If you guys haven't, please subscribe to Bruiser's channel called Concur. I'm bad on these links, y'all. I gotta get it together. I would drop the link. Listen, go to his channel called Concur, all right? Listen, so we're gonna get into the meat of this video. So let me get this video going. All right. So look, Tia Mowry and Corey Hardrick. Tia Mowry has filed for a divorce, and she's happy about it. She has graduated from her husband. She had a full-blown ceremony. She has had a full-blown ceremony, y'all. We are going to get into that. But like I said, we're going to get into looking at Corey Hardrick because his voice is never heard. No one talks about the man. No one talks about the man. Why not? Aren't there the other piece to the damn puzzle? Why can't we talk about the man? Why can't we talk about him? So look, I'm going to show you a clip. Now, this is after they filed for the divorce. Okay, let me play this. All right, y'all see that? She claims she has nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about. Oh, really? I just dropped Bruiser's link in the chat. You guys subscribe to that. Oh, really? You have nothing to complain about. All that stuff you talking about, you got nothing. So, I mean, this is what she's saying. So we're going to go by what she's saying. She's saying that we're all good here. We're going to have a good co-parent situation going on. We're going to have all that going on. Okay. So that sounds like you could have worked it out, right? That sounds like a lot of stuff you could have worked out. Instead of sitting here throwing in the towel, you're like, nah, I'm good. We're going to leave. We're going to leave. Now I'm going to play an old clip of them because I want you guys to see their dynamic.
It's not.
We might fight when I get home. But listen,
no, and
that's
there are
real
moments when he gets on my last nerve.
Hey, but that's love, so.
It is. I don't think I ever told anybody this, but I had just gotten out of a terrible, terrible relationship. And my husband, he just had loads of patience with me. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. When I was like, I'm not sure if I really want to get in a relationship right now. I just need, some time. And he was just right there for me and held my hand. He had a lot of patience with everything. He never forced himself, to kiss me or just anything like that. I just thought that was just cool and amazing. And not only that, he taught me how to believe in myself. I don't know, I'm about to cry. More than I believe in myself. He's like my biggest supporter, so
Don't cry.
you're my biggest fan. Sorry. I don't know why. I didn't mean to cry. Do you guys pray together?
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not like super religious, but I just keep it simple and just believe, words are powerful and you can speak things over people's lives. And I speak positivity and just good things over my family.
Always. Corey is a man of faith and a man of God. He'll put something on the board and he'll say, Tia, I know that that's gonna come to pass. And I'm like, this dude is crazy. Like, what is he doing? But for real, then it comes to pass. This is another question, which I think is important. Rosie King 2015 said, how did you both meet and what's the secret to a successful marriage?
It was a horror film, an independent horror film, right?
Yeah,
that we
called
shot.
Hollywood Horror.
Just look at the title, so.
And the movie was horrible.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys, like, do you see this? So I want to break this down because what he said is like a hint to the type of man he is. You guys have to pay attention to that. Y'all have to pay attention to these hints that's being thrown out there. He is clearly being himself. So is she, it seems like. She's the, person that's out there trying to make sure, because she's the actor. She's the actress. He's an actor, but she's been acting for years. So she has to definitely play a certain type of role for the media. All right. She does. But I want y'all to hear some of these hints. So I'm going to replay. I'm going to pause and let you guys know.
No, it's not.
We might fight when I get home. But listen,
no, and
that's
there
real
are
life.
moments when he gets on my last nerve.
You see how he said we're gonna fight when we get home, but that's real life. He's just saying it's not gonna be roses. Okay. A lot of women, they have the fairy tale, oh, we're gonna have fun every day. And if we don't, I'm depressed. No, he's giving her reality. She just don't want to accept it. All right. Miss D says Tia and Corey has 14 years down the drain. Yes, kids without their daddy in the home. Another statistic in the African American community. Thank you. Please let them know, Miss D. It is going bananas. All right. We don't need another statistic. This is exactly what's going on. And they got two. They have a little girl and a boy. What are you really showing them? Because if y'all able to sit down in front of this camera and do this, that means y'all could have worked it out. Tia, you're the one that filed. All right. Funny thing is that no one can attain happiness. It's always fleeting, and the pursuit of it drains you. Now, true joy and peace comes from trails, and you can get that when you work through your ish. Yes, say that. Exactly. Let him who have divorced her and said what she said about him. Because if the man had did it, imagine y'all would be down his throat, just like y'all down Derek Jackson throat, even though, he a little special one, but that's part 2. All right. But y'all would be down this man's throat. But Tia could get a divorce and everybody is woman empowerment. Yeah, we're going to do this. Yeah, I support you. Meanwhile, she could have been the cause. All right. This man is showing you who he is in this little ass clip. All right. He already showed her that it's not going to be roses. That is a man of reality. That's called logic. All right. If you are new here, please get the likes up. And if you are new here, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for being here. Many Coffee Chosen says it's just an agenda to discourage the Black community to stop marrying and procreating, which will never happen. They couldn't stop us when we were in Egypt, and they won't stop us now. Let's put that history out there, girl. All right, let me finish playing.
Hey, but that's love, so.
It is. I don't think I ever told him.
I'm sorry, guys. He said that's love. He's saying tough love. Y'all know what tough love is. Tough love is real love. Tough love is real love. That's when the critiques are going to come out. And that's when you make the opportunity to change for the better. He is saying it. Let me rewind it just a little bit. Y'all, he's throwing hints out there.
But listen,
no, and
that's
there
real
are
love.
moments when he gets on my last nerve.
Hey, but that's love, so.
It is. I don't think I ever told anybody this, but I had just gotten out of a terrible, terrible relationship.
I wanted to stop it for a minute. I don't want to say I hate. I dislike when women say, oh, he gets on my last nerves. He's annoying as hell, but I love him though. Can we stop doing that? Imagine you hearing that, even though some people are joking, but a lot of them are not joking. There's truth to that. Why sit here and say, you get on my last nerves, but? Why is there a but? Don't say negative stuff. If it's not coming out positive about your spouse, keep it to yourself. And if it's not positive and it's something that this person needs to work on, then help them work on it. First of all, in my household, I always like to give a little personal from my house because, like I said, this real life. Like I said, after this video, guess what I'm facing? I'm maintaining my marriage, all right? Listen, I never say, oh, he's annoying as hell, but I love him though. He the father of my 3 kids, all right? No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, I love him. He's a good man. I like that he does this, he does that. You know what I'm saying? Why does it have to be negative? Let's stop this negative nonsense. We got to be more positive to each other.
Relationship. And my husband, he just had loads of patience with me. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. When I was like, I'm not sure if I really want to get in a relationship right now. I just need, some time. And he was just right there for me and held my hand. He had a lot of.
All right. She's saying that he's a man of patience. All right. That's what she's saying. He's a man of patience. He was a man of patience before they got married. First of all, a patient man is hard to find. Not all men are patient. They're not all patient. But the fact that you're saying that he's patient, and this video was 5 years ago. All right. That's 5 years ago. They were married a long ass time, and she's still talking about that particular story because he still has patience. She's not going to bring something positive if he changed it. If he changed it and he wasn't patient, why would she still be talking about it? She's not. That's crazy. She's saying that this man has patience. All right. So you guys got to look into these videos. Y'all looking at it for entertainment instead of looking at it for what you see. You guys got to look at the bigger picture. Get these hints out there. This is how you learn. This is how I look at videos. I look at every little detail because they're showing you exactly what's going on. All right.
Patience with everything. He never forced himself, to kiss me or just anything like that. I just thought that was just cool and amazing. And not only that, he taught me how to believe in myself.
Come on now. He taught you how to believe in yourself, and you're going to let it go and pull the plug. Do y'all see how crazy that sounds? This man is trying to elevate her mentally, and she don't appreciate it. Because what did he do that's wrong? He yelled at you one time? Is that what it is? He yelled at you one time, and now you pissed the hell off because he yelling at you or whatever the case is because you acting out of hand. All right? You acting out of hand. Yeah, people are patient, but they're not going to be patient for 14 years. But he didn't pull the plug, did he? No, he still values the relationship. Still values it.
I don't know, I'm about to cry. More than I believe in myself. He's like my biggest supporter, so.
Don't cry.
You're my biggest fan. Sorry. I don't know why. I didn't mean to cry. Do you guys pray together?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're not like super religious, but I just keep it simple and just believe, words are powerful and you can speak things over people's lives, and I speak positivity and just good things over my family.
Always.
So.
Corey is a man of faith.
So this is the thing. People could be like, oh, he's acting. But she's backing up what he's saying. If she thought he was a damn actor, why the hell he's like, yeah, Corey's a man of faith. Like, why would she say that if she didn't believe it? All right? That sounds foolish. Obviously, they were in a real marriage to be married for 14 years. Fake marriages don't last that long. But a real marriage means that they actually were putting in work. All right. She's backing him up by saying, yeah, he's a man of faith. All right. Believe it. This is what is being said. There's no need to fake stuff. So y'all have to definitely, I played the video in the beginning. This is how I watch videos, especially if I'm trying to learn from something. And for those of you in the chat who do the same thing, you guys know what I'm saying. I played the video first so you guys can hear it on your own. And then the second time you play it just to kind of break down everything that's being said. That's how you like really study good. You have to understand how it's being said to you. And that's just not with relationships and marriages. I'm talking about with anything. You have to dissect stuff fully.
A man of God. He'll put something on the board and he'll say, Tia, I know that that's going to come to pass. And I'm like, this dude is crazy. Like, what is he doing? But for real, then it comes to pass. This is another question, which I think is important. Rosie King 2015 said, how did you both meet and what's the secret to a successful marriage?
All right, so I'm going to end it there, okay? I'm going to end it there. You guys understand exactly what's going on. They are, they was working on their relationship. They were working on their relationship big time. Can you guys see that? They were working on their relationship big time. All right, let me get into the comments, you guys. All right. Christopher Sterling, thanks for your comment. Says, persistent traumatic grief can cause us to cycle sometimes quickly through the stages of grief, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. These stages are our attempts. That is very true. Very true. You nailed that. This is what it is, y'all. All right. This is what it is. We have to work on these things because these are the signs and these are the things that's going to happen. We have to work on this. This is part of the mental health. To process change and protect ourselves while we adapt to a new reality. Yeah, we do have to adapt to a new reality because what they show out in the media is not what it's cracked down to be when you get in that marriage with somebody. It is real business, you guys, real business. Wow, he put in all that work. Yeah, definitely. And that shows you the type of man that he is. He did a lot. In this comment, this video, I'm about to read exactly what it says. Yeah, he put in a lot of work for it to just be, I'm gonna pull the plug. Also, who really aspired to have a marriage like Tia? LOL, I know we really aren't looking to people that we don't relate to as goals. This is good publicity. Yeah, it is. She's been in many shows. It's not just been Sister. She has been out there doing her thing. So that's kudos to her. But she's definitely not putting in as much work as she should to keep the marriage. 14 years is long. 14 years is very long. So to throw in the towel for what? I don't get that. Mo says, while laughing at someone's faith. Interesting. Yeah. Faith is big and it should be big into your marriage because when you especially if you're sharing the same type of faith, you guys, I feel like being equally yoked is the way to go. You guys should definitely, in my opinion, share the same religious beliefs because it just makes things a lot easier. They said they are not religious people, but they do pray and he prays for a lot of positive things. So I believe, yes, you do need to have faith in order to kind of like have a reason on why you're still going. Faith definitely keeps a marriage going. It definitely keeps the marriage going and it keeps you sane. Many Call Few Chosen says they look very disconnected. Body language is speaking volumes. He's tired of her ass. Yeah, most likely, he's tired, but he still didn't pull that plug. She did. Stefan says she did him a favor by divorcing him so he can find a woman who loved him properly. Yeah, it's like that. Sometimes, people get married and then they find the true meaning of a person to help, navigate a marriage of happiness. I do believe that. It's just, since they created this union of family and they have kids in 14 years, they were able to do it that long. Yes, you should be able to work on it a lot more. You know, once you break that and you have a family full of children, it's worth working on. It's worth working on because at the end of the day, when they get older, there's something that they could talk about and something that they could teach their kids. Because when their kids get married, hopefully they have a successful, blissful marriage. But when their kids get married, they have to be an example still. Just because they are 18, just because they are 18 does not mean that it stops. It means that you got to keep going and go stronger than you did when they were in the house. When they were in the house, you guys have to understand it's the kids that make it worthwhile, including each other. But the kids, you guys created these people. They didn't ask to be here. So, of course, they want to see their parents, especially if they had the opportunity to live with their parents. A lot of us didn't have the opportunity. There's some people who parents didn't get married and they already was in a single parent household. All right. Those are different scenarios, but people automatically are in single parent households from the jump. From the jump. Look at Keke Palmer. And I made a video about that as well. You guys go check that out. Keke Palmer as well. She automatically are putting her kid in a single parent household automatically. So yes, that's the reality of it. But when you get into the marriage, why are you doing the same thing that other people are doing, not getting married? Isn't that the whole point of getting married? You get married, you have the kids, all right? So you're doing the same things that people are doing when they're not married. So that sounds like we the same people, but we not, okay? Once you hit the that dotted line with your name, it's a different story. It's a different story. That means that you want to be committed and you want to do it. You want to do it and you want to keep the family together. All right. There's a lot of people that don't have the family together. Many people like that. So you can't look at marriage as the same thing. Mo says, I wonder, did she divorce him as power move now that things are looking up for him? I mean, she could be a bit jealous of him. Could be. And that's what I wanted to talk about. There's a lot of people saying that, oh, he's broke. She should have divorced him anyway because she met him at the bus stop. He don't got no money. You know, all of that stuff. I mean, just because she met him at the bus stop does not mean that he's broke still, right? And I wouldn't even say that he's broke. It does not mean that he's broke at all. Now, let me play this here. I'm going to read it for y'all really quick. It says, so this was in 2016. It says, this is from Corey. 16 years later, my life still looks at me this way. I'm sorry, I said my life. 16 years later, my wife still looks at me this way. We met when I didn't have a car, sleeping on the floor in the studio apartment with no furniture, just a young man from Chicago pursuing a dream. She saw my heart and believed in me when others doubted. I would give my life for you, Tia Mowry. Happy Valentine's Day to the realest woman on the planet. Love you always. Wow. That's what that says, you guys. And there's a few things there that I want to point out. First of all, he said that he was sleeping in the car. He didn't have a car. He was sleeping on the floor in a studio apartment, no furniture. He was a young man trying to pursue his dream. You guys know about, what's his name? Tyler Perry. Didn't Tyler Perry do that? Look at Tyler Perry now. He lived in his car. He claimed he lived in his car for 10 years. That's what he claimed. So when you're pursuing the acting career or anything in entertainment, you're going to be there for a while. Until you get your break, you are going to be there for a while. You're going to be there for a while until someone believes in you. It doesn't have to be a spouse like Corey Hardrick with Tia Mowry believing in him. It's going to be your career as well. Tyler Perry is a living example of what Corey is talking about. So the fact that people are calling him broke, he was trying to pursue his dreams all the way. He is trying to pursue his dreams. And what is wrong with that? Nothing is wrong with that. All right. Obviously, Tia didn't see nothing wrong with it. So stop discrediting this man. She saw my heart and believed in me when others doubted. So you see, there are people there that's not giving him the chance. They're like, nah, you know, He's a full-blown actor. If y'all didn't know, he's a full-blown actor. And I'm going to show you the roles that he's been doing. Like, he's a full-blown actor. Now I'm going to show you this clip. So this is Tia Mowry. This is Tia Mowry. Tia Mowry is worth $4 million. She is worth $4 million. All right. That means that they have some, well, when you get married, your money is his money. His money is your money. That's just how it goes. And for those of you who don't believe that, hello, that's exactly how it goes. They share money now. This is what they're doing. They're sharing money. So she is worth that $4 billion situation. I mean, $4 million situation. Corey is worth similar. The similar wage. He is worth $3 million. And I'm trying to get the clip for y'all. He is worth $3 million. All right. So listen, he is not broke. He was never broke. Once he got married to Tia, he wasn't broke no more. Y'all didn't know that? Once he got with Tia, he wasn't broke no more. Since you guys want to say, the ones who are saying that he is broke. No, he ain't broke. He's not broke being married to someone who's not broke. You guys share money together. What is wrong with so when you guys get married, understand that you're going to share money. You guys have separate bank accounts, right? But at the same time, that's not like a reality situation. You have to make sure you guys' money are together. You guys are going to pay bills together. You're going to go through those type of things together all the way. You're going to go through it together. That's how money should be looked at. It shouldn't be looked at how society is saying, yeah, have separate bank accounts. And yes, we're talking about that because that's the issue today. Everybody is having a separate bank account. How is that showing a commitment? We're not saying, yeah, you can't have your own money. It's just we're saying, hey, what is wrong with having a shared bank account? Because you guys are going to pay bills together. You are. So why can't you have shared bank account? These are the things that people need to change in their marriages. Because once y'all split up that, your whole household is divided automatically. Because a lot of people are sitting here wondering how they're going to escape when things get hard. Those are outs. And that's the out that I'm trying to teach you guys how to avoid. You don't want to have that type of out because now it's going to be easier for you to leave because you got this stash of money. That is not how you want it to play out. You want to make sure that your stash of money is for when things get rough in the household, not when, oh, it's rough in the household, so I'm going to leave. No, that is not how that works, you guys. You guys have to understand the value of money in a marriage. And it's not going to be, I'm going to create this stash just to leave you. That is not how that's going to work, okay? Make sure that you bring value to your house and stick to it. Stick to it. All right, so I'm going to play another clip. Let's see. All right, I'm going to play this clip here. This clip is about her sister, Tamara Mowry. Housen, I'm sorry, she's married. Tamara Housen, Mowry Housen, I think she hyphenated her name. She's married as well, and she takes her marriage very seriously. And I want to show you the dynamic of both of these, of Corey and Tamara, because that is her twin sister. So does she get along with him? Is he somebody that he gets along with? Does the twin Tamara approve of him? Let's find out. See that their relationship seems to be a very positive one. And you know, this is the show that she was on, The Real. So, you know, he didn't have to go there. He didn't have to show his face or anything. He could have stayed where he was at. You know, if Tia or whoever's saying that he's toxic, he don't have to do all this. He doesn't have to make a pretty picture that's not pretty. He is showing who he is. He's putting his face forward, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to represent my family, and I'm going to represent my other family, which is the in-laws, the sister. You see how much she adores him. If y'all know Tamara Housen, she actually shows how genuine she is in, you know, in real life, how she actually presents herself to her own family. So she's being real, right? And she's showing her realness on him, and they're like sharing that together. That's showing that he has things together for the most part. Not everybody's not perfect, but I'm saying if they're able to have that type of relationship, especially in public, they're showing you. Y'all remember Beyonce and Solange Knowles? Remember in that elevator scene? And that's his in-law. You see how that went. They don't have to really show face and have a dialogue. They're talking. You know what I'm saying? He also mentioned that Tamara is more silly. So to me, when I hear that, oh, she's sillier, that means that Tia has the more serious approach. And I'm not saying you being serious destroys a marriage, but I want you guys to hear that hint. If she is the more serious sister, sometimes when things are going on, she may take things seriously. Everything that he's doing, she might be nagging about. These are all this part is an assumption because I'm just going by the words that he's choosing to use. He chose to use that Tamara is sillier. All right. So sometimes when things are being taken in, she might be taking it too serious. He may just be being a good dude, showing the patience and all the stuff that he was talking about. And she's like, no, that's not good enough. You did this wrong. You did that wrong. Instead of having a more blissful approach. Like I said, you have to be respectful when you get into these marriages. You have to. You have to get positive. You have to be polite. You don't have to yell because things are wrong. You don't have to do stuff like that. So I wanted to show that clip to show, okay, well, their dynamic with the sister looks good. Looks amazing. Let me get into some of the comments. I am behind on that. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's see. This is pertaining to this video I had up there with Tamara Mowry. Wow. He said the peace and calmness would come from the baby and not his wife. That says a lot. Tia was in there raising hell. You peep that? That's exactly what I'm saying. Like it's like he's secretively just not even, I don't think he's doing it on purpose. He's just being real. He's just showing you things that are hints. And the people who agree to her divorce, they're missing those hints. That's why I said let's think about the husband. Let's see what he was showing. Because all we're seeing is Tia. But what about Corey? That's what we're missing. And here, I wanted to show you guys this. This was July 6th this year. He said, wishing my beautiful wife a happy birthday. You deserve the very best from this planet. I found the meaning of life because of you. Keep shining bright, baby. Love you forever. What is that showing you? People don't have to make these type of posts. They don't have to make these type of posts, but he's taking his time to make it. And I see a lot of genuine responses here. I believe that this man is being genuine from all the stuff that I've been seeing. I only showed you guys a few clips. There's a lot of clips to show with that, but I want you guys to see what I'm seeing. I don't see nothing toxic about this guy. Yeah, he could close the door and yell at her or whatever the case is, but you guys already seen. She says they're being great co-parents. Ain't no toxic person out of a divorce is going to sit here and have an amazing co-parent with an ex-wife that left him. If he was that toxic, she wouldn't rave about how much of a great co-parent he is going to be. Would he? No, nobody does that. Toxic people don't do that. Toxic people don't do that at all. All right? Never. They're going to be toxic till they damn die. That's how it goes. So this guy is being genuine. Now, I wanted to show this. All right. This right here. All right. Now, sometimes this word I get mixed up. Okay. Let me see if I can say it right. Irreconcilable differences. I don't know why I always say that word wrong. You know, you guys have a word you say wrong, like specific. Can y'all say specific? All right. Some of you guys can't say that. Well, I can't say that word for some reason. All right. I wanted to show you guys the definition of this because this is why she says she filed a divorce. This is why right here. This is why she filed a divorce. And in the definition, these are the top 10. I'm sorry, not the top 10. These are the 10 reasons why this is being filed. These are the differences that they have. Number 1 says in-laws and extended family involvement. Obviously, that's very vague. That could mean anything. But I'm trying to show you the narrative that these people about that Tia fans that's raving, saying that Tia, you go girl, you was in a toxic ass relationship, you was this, then you was that, he cheated on you, he broke, he abused you. None of this is saying that. Number 2, balance between home and work, meaning they're having issues balancing between home and work. It's plain as day. It's plain as day. Number 3, communication patterns. A lot of us are in failed relationships or divorcing because we can't communicate properly, right? So obviously, this is a top 3. All right. Number 4, sexual intimacy. Now, I know you guys heard me talk about how Tia only had sex with her husband once a week. Y'all heard me say it. In that definition, sexual intimacy was a reason. You cannot have a healthy relationship only being intimate once a week. You can't. That's not even realistic. Who in the world doesn't have urges? Who in the world doesn't have urges to have sex with your own wife? I'm trying to understand that. That is not something that you do. You have to make sure you maintain a healthy sex lifestyle with your spouse. That's just natural. And if you're not able to keep that up, that means you're not able to keep up your marriage. There's people out here that are single, have to try to figure out a healthy sex lifestyle with strangers. And y'all sitting here in the same goddamn house and you can't get it together.
Into it, I want to share this.
Here's the clip, all right? Here's the clip. I mean, the screenshot of in People magazine. It says, we had sex dates. This is what Tia's saying. We had sex dates. Told, let's see, her own approach to intimacy with her husband after kids. So after kids, she's saying that it has changed, which I could agree. When you have kids, that part is going to change. Your hormones are completely different, but you have to figure out how to tweak it back up, just like a broke down car. A broke down car can get fixed and be up and running. That's how it has to be looked at. Just because you lost a few things into that intimacy factor because you have kids does not mean you can't tune that thing back up. Does not mean that. You still have to work on it. We had to have sex once a week. That was the rule in our house because otherwise we wouldn't get around to it. She is saying that she's too busy. And she's too busy. And when she had kids, she couldn't keep it up. So those are two major factors that needs to be worked on. But no, what did she do? She threw it under the rug. She blamed her kids. And now she's blaming her job. Why she can't keep up intimacy. I don't understand that. That's not a healthy lifestyle. Once a week, some people only do once a month. There's people that's married that only do once a month. That's not healthy either. You know what's healthy? What both of you guys agree to and urge, right? So a typical man urged to have sex 4 to 5 times a week. And I'm saying average. Some of you guys want to do it every day. But typically speaking, a man is 4 to 5 times a week. Women, that fluctuates because it depends on what's going on in the house. A lot of us women like to blame other things, like she's blaming the kids and she's blaming her job. Guys don't blame nothing. They be working hard as hell too, and they still have an urge. So those are excuses. So I think that conversation definitely has to be had and before you get married and consistently in your marriage. You got to talk about that so you guys could properly keep it up. It's healthy depending on what you guys agree upon. Now, of course, Corey damn sure did not agree to have sex once a week, but he decided to sacrifice himself to make his damn wife happy because what did she say in that clip? He has patience. A man with patience. And he got too much damn patience. Messing up his manlyhood. But he sat here and decided to, you know what, I'm going to sacrifice that. It's not something he likes. He just did it for the family. And this is what I'm trying to promote for women to do. You guys should just be helping and doing stuff in a sacrifice. Most men want to have sex every day. Every day. And he's like, okay, I'll do it once a week. Come on now. Coco K says, it sounds like cheating was going on without spelling the word cheat. Look at the list closely. You know, with something like this, you never know. He could have cheated. She could have cheated. Both of them. You never know because this is a red flag right here. Let me get into some of the chat. LOL, you can't know how genuine or disingenuous someone is through a post on social media where people put on a facade and only show their best selves. Of course they do. But when you have a full dialogue with somebody, ain't that much damn hiding you could do. He was on the real for a while. That was just a clip. And it's genuine, and it has to be both parties. So let's say, quote unquote, he's toxic. Tamara isn't. She would be just as bad as he is. But no, I see a lot of genuine things from that post because both of them are acting the same damn way. He will always have love since she was there when he didn't have nothing. Exactly. You see how he's saying that he will give his life up for her. He would give his life up for her big time. Let's see. Let me get into the comments here. Mo says, I'm sorry. Many called, few chosen. Wow. He said that peace and calmness will come from the baby. Yes, I said that. I'm sorry. Mo responded to you and said, when the twins had a reality show, Tia treated her sister like crap. I can only imagine what Corey went through. Someone that has watched the show, Tia was treating her sister like she was the damn gum on the bottom of her damn shoe. She was so negative. It's like she was like a spoiled ass brat. So imagine how she was with her husband. They had a full-blown show for years. If you guys have not watched that, that was a long ass time ago. She was showing you who she was. This is why a lot of this stuff is BS on her part. This man is showing you who he is. Tamara is such a sweet lady from what we've been seeing over the years. Such a sweet lady. All right. Tamara seems like the toxic one. Y'all talking about what's her name? Corey being toxic. No. From what I'm seeing, I see that she's the toxic one. Coco K says financial difficulties. What does that mean? How didn't he didn't make enough? So let me get into this, back to this again. All right. And this is what she filed. She's filing for divorce for these reasons. One of these reasons, if not all. Sexual intimacy, we just got into that. She decided to have sex with him once a week, and that's what they agreed upon. Like I said, Corey sacrificed himself to please his wife because he is the patient one. I don't know what man on this earth is going to sit here and agree to that nonsense. That is nonsense. That is not what men want. Most men want to have sex every damn day. All right? Personal habits and idiosyncrasies. These are reasons here. Sharing household responsibilities. Right. Some of this could be like what Coco K is talking about. Financial difficulties. sharing household responsibilities, so paying the bills and all of that. These are the things that she has on her list on why she filed divorce. Outside friendships, right? This is they're saying friendships. All right, they're being nice. This is so-called considered cheating. For some people, having outside friendships other than your spouse, even if it wasn't physical, sometimes this will be called cheating for some people. Political views. Not sharing the same political view is a cause for a divorce? Is that what I'm reading? This is why people can get a divorce for their political view? Debt difficulties, in debt, about to go bankrupt. They can't, spend it. They don't have enough money to spend and clear debt. Disciplining children. These are the reasons that she filed for divorce. This is it. She did not say anything else but this. What now? Which one of these is she claiming? We don't know. But this is the list I wanted to show you guys. You guys got to look it up. She is telling us what she's doing. So I'm going to go by what she's telling us. I can't go by what is behind that closed door. I'm going by what the hell she showed outside of that door. All right. She's showing a lot of stuff. It's a lot of clips on them out there. But this is what she's filing. She's filing for these reasons. Are these life-threatening? This is the stuff I'll be talking about. These are not life-threatening issues. So why are we filing for them? For happiness? So when a woman is not happy, y'all telling me the man is happy? Is that how it works? Women are not happy in most of their marriages. They're the ones that's filing first. But y'all telling me that the man is happy all of a sudden. Come on, that doesn't make any sense. The man is not happy either, but he stayed. Look at this.
The MTV Cribs was the bomb.
Yeah, I've been getting people
Corey,
saying
you
crazy. I get that
Corey,
a lot.
You are crazy.
I know. Well, I love you, honey. You doing good?
I'm doing good. Yes, I just finished hair and makeup. That's why I have this little net on my hair. It is so humid out here. So the hair is like really curly. And so when the air hits it, it just like frizzes. So they have me wearing this little net here. But yeah, I'm good. I miss you. I love your hair.
Huh?
I love your hair.
Oh, you like it?
Yes.
Thank you, honey. Let me see where you at now. I just.
No, I know.
Come on now.
Well,
I love you too. Well, everybody's fine too. We just chilling. I just got through doing like 10 miles on the bike.
Jeez, Corey, that's a lot of miles on a bike.
Well, I'm getting skinny. I weigh 130 pounds.
You do not weigh 130 pounds, Corey. Lord have mercy. I love you. I don't want to take over your life because
All right, y'all see that clip? That's it seemed like this clip was about a year ago, right? So that was at their 13-year mark. But there is somewhat of a disconnect. He seems very busy. He is busy with the kids and everything, and she's out working on her film. But I see a disconnect. But I also see that he's showing some love. He didn't have to go on her live. I always say that. No one has to do anything. But he still participated into going on her live. No one was checking for Corey. No one was checking for him. But he still had a live and she jumped on it. But no one asked, meaning he had to come. You don't have to do anything. What I'm saying is all of this stuff is sacrifice. Just because you are on a live and Tia or whatever, you don't have to do it. It's still choices. Anyone can make up an excuse and say, he's not here. He's busy. He's asleep. But he's still rocking. Now look at this. So you see how I said that was a year ago? So this was this year. She filed for divorce this year, right? That's what she did. This was this year. This was in April on their 14-year anniversary day mark? April 20th. April 20th. He's saying, happy anniversary, my dear. 22 years down, 14 years married. Love you for eternity. Love you for eternity. So I'm scrolling down to show you Tia's comment. The reason why I have to make this something to show and make you guys aware, because even though these people are celebrities, this is still real life. Because even if you're not a celebrity, people are doing this in real life. They're doing this in real life. But since most people like to look at celebrities all the time, I got to talk about them now. I got to talk about them because it's real life. No one wants to talk about people they don't know. Most of y'all want to hear people you know on a damn screen. So here we go. This is it. This is real life. She goes, what does she say? To infinity and beyond is what she responded to him on this post. This is what she feels. This was in April, y'all. April. This is what she feels. And then later on in the comment, I will love you for 14 years and I will love you a million more. Why is she saying such sweet comments for her to now all of a sudden she woke up one day and was like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to throw in the towel, y'all. For 14 years, they celebrated. They celebrated their 14-year anniversary and had an entire party. That's what they had. But obviously, it was not worth keeping. She's throwing everything away because she feels it is not worth keeping. It is not worth keeping and making it, I will do 14 years. I will love you 14 years and I will love you a million more. Some people say you could love someone, but we ain't got to be with them. That false narrative. How you going to love someone and then say you don't want to be with them? That's not what love is. Love is showing commitment. You're being loyal and you're sacrificing because you guys are an individual trying to become one, right? You have to learn more about each other. It's so much to this world that we don't understand, including each other. So that's things you have to work on. She is giving him false hope. That's why he's not even entertaining what she's doing. He's not entertaining it. But he can't make her stay. He can't make her stay. No one can make anybody stay. And that's not what I'm saying here. I'm not saying you have to make them stay. No, I'm saying that we have to do better working on these issues. Don't throw in the towel. Don't throw in the towel. Coco K says love from afar. Yeah, a lot of people are loving from afar. And then these kids are getting affected. Even her. She's acting like she's happy, but she ain't happy. She's living in her own delusion, own denial. Because from what I've shown on this live alone, that guy is a man of patience. He's a man of faith. He helps his wife get better, elevate, all of that. And whatever it is that she helped him with, obviously we already know what that is. He didn't have that much money when he got with her. Now he has tons of money. He is worth 3 million net worth. 3 million. 3 million. And he has been working since before he met her, been on many roles, acting, striving, hardworking, many roles. From 1998, he was on Smart Guy. You guys, he was on Smart Guy, made an appearance a long time ago. So I know for a fact he's seen Tia. He was like, wow, yeah, I met her brother on Smart Guy. I like them. But he still showed commitment to a celebrity. He didn't get celebrity struck because of 14 years. Why would he be celebrity struck before? Ain't nobody 14 years celebrity struck. He was being himself, being a husband, being a man, being a father. That's what he's showing. And now the man is worth $3 million. 1 million under her. So what? She's been acting since she was a child. He's been doing roles worth 3 million of it. Now, some of the roles, you know, you guys watch, some people like to watch a lot of different type of genre. Some of his genre are not the type of genre that some of us like to watch. But the genre that he chose to be in is giving him money. He's not just sitting on his ass like people are talking about. But no, she's going to sit here and throw all that out the door. Throw all that sweet stuff I just showed you, which was this one right here. This was, like I said, in April. This was in April. They had an extravagant party. And they were talking about their marriage, crying and everything. And she just threw in the towel. This video was to show the male side from what we see, the clips that they give us, right? This is what I'm seeing. We broke it down. He doesn't seem toxic to me. If anything, I know she's toxic as hell from those shows she had back in the day. Everything has to be her way. We're going to do sex once a week. That sounds like she being bossy as hell, but he's controlling, right? He ain't controlling. So this is just to make aware of situations that has been happening in our society. But I want you guys to understand that this is the life that people are deciding to live in. They want to live in fairy tales. They don't want to do right for each other. They don't want to do right for themselves. They don't even want to do right for their kids. It is selfish. It is selfish. Some divorces need to happen based off of certain situations, but not all situations need a divorce. Not all situations need a divorce. And that's what I'm trying to get everyone to understand. It does not need a divorce. You have to vet properly. And before we end this live, I want to say you have to vet properly. This is part 1. I'm going to dig in deep into Derrick Jaxn, into TJ Holmes, because there's so much more to come out in those topics alone, especially the scammer, Derrick Jaxn. All right, especially the scammer, Derrick Jaxn. Y'all got to stop watching him. He is giving you a false reality of what men are thinking. No man is thinking that. No man is thinking that. Okay, at all. So I want you guys to make sure that you end your day being productive. You rest, of course, but you end your day of being productive. Try not to waste too much time having so much fun. I'm not saying you can't have fun, but make sure that the goals that you write down, and if you haven't wrote your goals down, make sure you write them down, your top 3, and make sure that you are going to be productive. You're going to work on them. Don't go to sleep and not write your goals, and don't go to sleep trying to do something about it. When you wake up in the morning, make sure that you are doing something about your goals. Be productive. Learn more. All right. And on that note, you guys, we are done here. I want you to be on my live tomorrow. I did not create or schedule it yet, but you will see it. All right. I want you guys to have a great weekend. I'm sorry, start of the week. Have a great week. It is Monday, you guys. I'm still in the weekend. I had a great weekend, you guys. I had a great weekend. But I want you guys to enjoy yourself and enjoy your night.
Artlist.io.
One day, I believe in the future. I believe
Music licensing reimagined.
I believe what you truly desire, you can bring to pass. All you need is a focus and a story to hold, and the faith that you can achieve what's inside your soul. Someday we'll make it on by. Other days we only can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way,
Artlist.io.
gonna get. Someday we'll make it on by. Someday. Other days we only can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way, we're gonna get better. Know that you can make it. Know the time, cause they will try to take it.
Music licensing reimagined.
But whatever you do, don't let them break it. This moment's just a new chance to take into your own hands and shape the life you see inside your dreams. Oh, someday